Revelation. The book of Revelation talks about the two witnesses. Revelation 11:10 says, "And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth." When these two prophets die, the two witnesses, people are going to be so happy that they're going to send gifts to one another because they tormented them so much. They just couldn't stand hearing what these prophets had to say. It's just like how when us real Christians go out there and preach, most people just can't bear to hear what we have to say. Some people start crying. They just cannot. They cannot hear. They just cannot stand hearing how you need to live holy. They can't stand hearing about the true God of the Bible. I'm sure there's going to be some people, even some of you guys listening and watching this video, you might see these two witnesses, and I'm sure there's going to be people, maybe even you, that are going to say, oh, those two people, they just didn't preach loving enough. That's not what Jesus would do. Jesus wouldn't do that. If you guys had just preached more loving, then all these people wouldn't be sending gifts to one another, celebrating your deaths. I'm going to say it again. These two witnesses, they tormented those that lived on the earth. These people, the people on the earth, they couldn't stand to hear what they had to say. It's just like how they couldn't stand what Jesus had to say. Most of the people, they couldn't hear it. And in Jeremiah, we see in Jeremiah 11:21, they begged Jeremiah to stop preaching to them. They said, "Do not prophesy to us in the name of the Lord." Jeremiah 11:21. They said, "Don't prophesy unto us in the name of the Lord." They wanted to hear false prophecies, false teachings. Just like today, there's nothing new under the sun. Just like with the two witnesses. That's why it's literally just like how when we go out there and preach, if you're a true Christian, you're street preach and preach on the streets, people cannot stand to hear you. They want to kill you. Just like they did the prophets of old.